Alrighty, welcome in. We're going to do about an hour live stream here. And we'll try to get all your questions. I'm going to answer those. But first, we're going to talk about a couple of things I feel like are important. First and foremost, the halving happens today. Coincidentally, is about at the daily close. So I think just after 8 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to see the halving event. So FYI there. Wait till we get a couple people in here and then we'll get going. If you're watching this at a later date, you might want to fast forward just a minute or two. All right, we got some people here now. All right, so welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, wherever the hell you are in the world. All right, so let's get started here. Bitcoin dominance. Let's just start off on the weekly, right? We need to be mindful of dominance. It's just broken out of a, multi-month, bullish wedge here, right? So breakout, likely going higher. Why this next zone? Well, that's our previous swing lows from August of 2020. So let's not fade this just yet, right? Bitcoin still got a stranglehold on the market. So if you're wondering why the hell your altcoins aren't moving as much as they have been, right? This is why. So until this drops, we're unlikely to get our altcoin season. Okay. Welcome in. Nate, you finally made one. Couple of you longtime subscribers. Appreciate y'all being here. Right. So, all right. So let's continue on. So when alt season, right? It's whenever Bitcoin dominance reverses this point right here. December of 2020, the peak of the last Bitcoin dominance, right? This kind of move is when altcoins really start to take off. And to, further illustrate that, you can go to this one right here, which is called others.d. What is that? Well, if you highlight this, right, it's altcoins outside the top 10. So really true altcoins, right? Look at this, right? The low here, December of 2020, right? Look at this rip. Altcoins absolutely mind-blowing takeoff, right? We don't have anything like that yet. A little bit of an uptrend, but really I would argue just getting started, right? We're back down to kind of where we were in October, right? When altcoins really started taking off. We haven't got anything resembling this yet because Bitcoin dominance is still on the uptrend. So we're looking again for a reversal. We're nowhere close to that. Okay, so if you think alt season is just around the corner, like your favorite YouTubers are saying, not likely. Okay, I think we're probably still delaying that a few more months. I think we got to go up here first, and we got to look for at least a sign of a reversal, right? A trend change, and we just don't have it yet, right? Signs of trend changes, giant red candles. We don't have anything yet, or at least an indecision, right? We've just broken out. So the odds are Bitcoin dominance to go to 58 to 60%, somewhere in this zone. We don't know where. We're looking for topping candles before we can get excited about alts. So having said that, let's take a checkup on Bitcoin. Weekly snapshot. Ideally, right, here's all our zones that can be found throughout all of the zoomed in and out folders, right? But on the weekly, the most important thing you need to be watching on Sunday close, 2 days, 10 hours from now, is it close above the EMA 8. If we do that, the odds are still with the bulls to go higher. We close above this and obviously back to price discovery mode, all bets are off. Who knows how high we could go, right? If we close under that, right, and we're right on it right now, so it's kind of a fight here. The bulls are starting to win. We went down and tugged the EMA tapped. How about tapped? Not tugged. On the EMA 14, that purple line at 59.7, we just hit it. And now, since last night, even over the past 24 hours, I feel like things have really started to flip a little bit here. At least market sentiment. This backs that up, right? Last time we tagged the EMA 14 back in January. Look at that. And then look what happened next, right? Move up higher. Fake out, downwards, fake out, bear trap there. Maybe same thing. Move up high here, trap, come back down. Maybe another trap, and then higher again. So looking at a zoomed in version of Bitcoin, this is important here, right? Because something major has just happened, even on the short time frame. Bitcoin Bollinger Bands. This candle right here that happened at the daily close. We went way the hell down and a pierce outside the lower Bollinger Band, and then an instant recovery and a follow-up right here in a tag at the upper Bollinger Band. I cannot tell you how powerful that is. I would guess it's probably been months, if not years, since we've done a 2-candle lower to upper move. It's very difficult, very rare, and that's a strong sign of a reversal, even on the short time frame. So don't fade this just yet. This a 2-candle lower to upper band tag. It's been a long time since we've done that on any time frame, and on the 4-hour, it's very difficult to do. In 2 candles, probably a sign of a reversal here. Probably a sign of a local low. Nothing's definitive in crypto, right? No certainties, but uncertainty. But if you're gonna look for a sign, a 2-candle lower to upper move is a great place to start. So do with that what you will. Anything else? Trying to think of anything we're looking at with Bitcoin dominance, Tether dominance, right? We can look at that real quick, and then we can get to some requests. Focus on Tether dominance here. You might have seen this. The macro trend zoomed way out here. You're like, well, we bounce here. Last time we tagged this line, I know it looks a little busy here. We can remove some Bollinger Bands. We don't need that. We don't even really need EMA ribbons. Let's just clean it up here a little bit. Right. So the last time we tagged this line, this diagonal line, keep in mind, diagonal lines are less important than horizontal and horizontal, right? So we tagged it back in November 2021. That was the Pico top for crypto, right? We tapped again on, in mid-March, and that was so far our local top in crypto. But look how many times we tagged it before that, and we spent weeks here, and that was kind of the final thing. And not only that, but there is one important thing to watch for on these moving averages is first and foremost, we're in an uptrend. We're now in a downtrend, and we're above the 200 week. We're now below the 200 week, which any chart you look at, if you're below the 200 week, you're bearish by definition. Not only that, previous resistance did not flip to support, broke support, and now holding as resistance. So I'm arguing that this is just a counter trend bounce in the downtrend, right? Just like we got here. Bounce right here, go down further, bounce here, go down further. Now, if we're down here at the end of this year, and we get a bounce, right? That could be the end, right? This could be the end of crypto, maybe towards the later part of this year, Q3, Q4, perhaps. So you want to be paying attention to that, because if you get the final bounce, it's hard to tell if it's the final bounce, but that's it when it happens. So if you're arguing, those that are arguing that this is a macro bounce, you're saying that the bull market is now over and we're starting a bear market. The only problem with that is you're in a bear market for Tether dominance. You're under the 200 week. You're in a downtrend since, the better almost a year now, right? Since the top here. So that's a good sign, in my opinion, for crypto is not done yet. And this is not the Pico top. All right. So what else? All right. Now we can get to some requests. It's like get out of a Bitcoin. All righty. Hello, everyone. What else we got? We got any requests yet? Near? We can do near. That's the first request. All right, get your requests in. Look, we're gonna do about an hour here, so we got a lot of void to fill. All right. All right. First request of the day, near. So we'll start off on the weekly. I like to start there. Get the big picture. Absolutely normal here. This is what you want to see, actually. Look at the lid line, right? Just break out. And now a throwback here, right? A lot of coins looking like this. You want to make sure your coins right now are above the 21 week. If they're not, that's a sign that they're struggling. Stuck in the mud, so to speak. This one looks great. On the weekly perspective, right? This is what you'd want to see. A move up, a breakout to all-time highs, consolidation back to that breakout level, which it's done, holding above the 21 week, just tagged it last week, maybe again this week, maybe next, who cares? The macro scale looks excellent on this one. So if you got in near anywhere under this line, I think you're going to be doing great. Maybe you got in anywhere over here. I mean, you're looking already rock star. And imagine you bought previous October. You're looking really good. Even if you bought the Pico top, though, I think you're going to get rescued, right? I think just time will tell. Looks great, right? By any stretch of the imagination, even on the daily chart, right? So here's that same line. Look at how well it holds that 100-day EMA right there in the blue. Looks great. Next question. VRA, let's do it. I think we covered that yesterday in our group. Okay, so VRA, let's start off on the weekly again. So again, this is what I'm talking about. Listen, you got to be a little bit cautious on these. Why? It's under the 21 week, right? It's already broken out, right? This level I would have liked to have seen hold when we broke out. We really should have tried to hold that, or at worst case, the 21 week. So it doesn't mean we can't move higher, right? We have these swing lows. We just tested again, but it can't go lower than that, right? You'd have to, hopefully you got in somewhere around this area and you're not too far underwater. If you lose this level, it could just stay down like chopping like this, right? And that's also because it's under now 2 consecutive weeks. Maybe we're looking at 3 here, probably under the 21 week. That's just a sign of your coin being not able to get the lift off that some of the other coins will get. Just throwing that out, right? You can do what you want. This could be the macro bottom. It could do another one of these, right? You'd like to be a part of 100% weekly moves for sure. But the fact that any coin under the 21 week right now is a sign of slow moving, right? Why would you want to ride slow moving horses when they're fast moving horses, right? If you have the keys handed to you for free to a Honda Civic or a Ferrari 458 Pista, why are you picking the Honda? I would like to know. All right, so potential, the Honda could beat it, right? Okay. What else we got? Bro dropped the four altcoin requests in one. Happy to see everybody. All right, let's do. We can do Chainlink. I know that's a popular one, and keep these charts in mind. Right, you'll see similarities and differences through all of them. So Chainlink is another one that's a little bit gotten stuck in the mud here. Right, not my opinion, based on the chart. It's under the 21 week. It went back under the throwback level, right? This was our resistance breakout. That looks fine. Moved down to the 21 week a couple weeks ago, back in mid-March. That's still fine. Still fine. Not fine, right? We went under the 21 week. We're closed under the 21 week. Now, we could save it if we bounce up and close in 2 days, 10 hours above 1630. 1625 is the exact number right up there, right? We could save it, and this would be like a deviation. But if we close 2 consecutive weeks under the 21 week, after being above it, that's a sign of Honda Civics. You want the Ferrari 458 Pistas. Those are just what you want. This is a sign of slower moving. Doesn't mean you can't catch up, but it's just a risk you're going to have to chance if your coins are like this. There's coins even above their weekly EMA 8, or at least right around them. So some examples of that are, Fetch is looking pretty great still, right? Look at this. Ferraris. What else? Injective's a little bit low, right? There's another sign of potential sluggish, but it got hit really hard. So we want to see Injective get back above 3164. Render, right? Looking textbook here, right? Render throwback to the 21 week. So just compare your coins to some of the stronger ones, right? Another strong one here. Let's see. Synapse. We can do Synapse. Might as well. It's right here. So Synapse, still another strong one. Move back to the 21 week, trying to hold the 8, right? No big deal. Didn't go, like, it would be a concern if you went back below this kind of consolidation. So if you have your coin charts up and you're looking at consolidation levels like previously, like this is be a good level. And you'd start to get nervous if Synapse goes back under here, right? Shouldn't do it. Back-to-back weeks tagging the 21 week. Great sign. Bullish above like 116. If we close above there, right, we could see another spring here. So 50% move followed by 30% weekly move. I don't think Synapse has even got started yet, right? I think we're still on the low simmer boil. We're still heating the water, right? The big moves start happening again for Synapse, in my opinion, based on this chart, above $2. So if you got anywhere in the under where we currently are, anywhere under $1, even $1, even $1.50, right? You bought these highs. I still think you're going to be doing A-okay. Whiskey Joe. Welcome in, all. Let's see what else we got. Ocean. Do we look at Ocean? Let's look at Ocean real quick. Ocean, same thing, right? You're seeing similarities here. Back-to-back tags on the weekly 21. Good sign. After the amazing move to $1.70, we got a hell of a discount here, right? I mean, look at the swing lows here. You could have got a 60% off on Ocean here if you timed it right. Obviously, nobody did. But even if you bought anything in the past week or so, like your dollar cost average price is doing pretty good. So if you missed all of this accumulating Ocean under 50 cents, we had so long to do, right? Your opportunities are still here, right? So you're under $1. And if you don't know, if you weren't aware, Fetch, Ajax, and Ocean are forming one coin. It's called, it's slipping my mind right now, but it's like a super coin they're all forming. So if you don't know about that, you can read about that. Just Google search it. Fetch, Ajax, Ocean merge. IMX, we can do that. IMX, kind of the same boat as Chainlink, kind of looks like it, like has the potential and to bounce right here, but this is the level we wanted to hold, right? That's the way last time we talked about it, we probably had this line drawn. The previous swing highs, you break out, throw back to there. So a little bit concerning here. Maybe not Honda Civic, but maybe like, I don't know, Mercedes, non-AMG version, of course. So still looking okay. Certainly not Ferrari 458 Pista caliber, but not terrible, right? So we could still kind of reclaim the fastness here. Move back to the 382 here. We rejected off the 786. A lot of coins got like kind of right to their 786 or to their one level and kind of fizzled out a little bit. No big deal, right? It still looks okay, and this one also looks like it's hasn't really even got started yet. So I think the bigger moves likely happen, once we get a little bit higher here, right? Breakout zone, get a closing candle above like 350, right? Get a new high close, and I think we can really start to take off here. So still some big hopes and dreams on that one, right? Let's see the 1618 is at 730, right? That's a pretty good target. So from current prices, and we're looking at still 250% move. Over 3x away. 2618. Can we make it up there? Probably. I don't see any reason we couldn't do that. Still looks good there, right? Plenty of time here, right? And this kind of pattern looks like it's still just kind of boiling, right? Little bull pattern, take a break, come back up. And also be aware that this could take to like July for a lot of these coins for like a true alt season. Because we just covered it. If you missed the beginning of the video, go watch that back. We're talking about Bitcoin dominance and altcoin dominance and why it could be a couple of months before a lot of these coins really experience the true power of alt season. So you still got time. If you can still move your coins around, you're still good. You haven't lost it all, right? It's not over. You want to get your ponies in order, right? Start trading in your Civics for Ferraris, okay? Nothing against Honda Civics, right? Let's do Dot. Dot, I think, is also on the slower mover from what I remember. Let's go check it out. And there it is. Look at that move down from Dot. Dot is still asleep, right? So let's go zoom in here. And again, way under, I mean, it's underneath all the moving averages now. Back to these swing lows from, you know, late last year, this year. Think of what Bitcoin price would be if it was back at December 2023 price, right? It's low, right? Bitcoin's well above that. So this is a concern of, again, maybe not even Honda Civic here. Maybe we're downgrading that, right? Nothing against Dot. I think it has great potential, but it's just per the chart, you don't see the power, right? I mean, it could be a fast Honda Civic, but it looks like a sleeper right now, and it could just be a stock car. These analogies are only found here. All right, what else we got? Synapse, we did Synapse just a minute ago. Atom, we can do Atom. Let's see, might as well do it. There we go. Let's go to there. All right, weekly. Similar vibes here. We're under the 200 week. Way down. I mean, we're at like, I mean, think about this. We're like June 2022 lows here. October 2023. We're down here. Slow. But there's so many coins that are outperforming this. So again, you can do what you want, not financial advice, but this has the potential to kind of stay hammered down here, right? You just took out these lows. I mean, just look at the chart in front of you. You don't have to take my word for it. I mean, look at what I'm presenting here. Under the 200 week, under all moving averages, at lows, not we're this low close, we're only 19%, 20% above our all-time lows. Low close. Think about that. I can't even talk about any more about this. This is not a good chart. I'm here to help you, not hurt your feelings. All right, what else we got? All right, I'm scrolling through the chats. If I'm silent and looking like I'm dead or pause or frozen, I'm just reading the charts. Sometimes they're behind, right? And apologies if the stream isn't faster. Oh, ASI. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, DW. Yeah, ASI. I don't know why I couldn't think of that right then. Yeah. ASI is the merger of Fetch Ocean and Ajax. And you're going to get, you don't have to do anything. You're going to get an equal amount. Your portfolio value is not going to change. You're just going to get that whenever you decide to, sell your coins, change, it gets converted over. No big deal. Don't overthink it. Sand, good one. I haven't had a sand request since 2021. I don't think. Now let's hope. There we go. Let's see. Let's just do Binance, I guess. All right. Are we catching on here? Ugh. I mean, look at the move. Right. Okay. Also, for a general rule of thumb, we try to talk about this every live stream. If your coin is below the 2022 summer highs, or at least somewhere in this area, even you'll take, late summer 2022. If you're still under this, you're in the stuck in the mud category, right? You're in the slow pony. I mean, let's give it the benefit of the doubt. We don't have to go up here, which you should be above there, but I mean, we'll go there. I mean, rejected off of that, really. You didn't even get to it. And now we're back underneath all moving averages again. So all this time you spent building up on October, from the lows in October, you're still only up, roughly 50%. There's coins up over 1,000% from that. Many thousands of percent, hundreds of percents, at least. You're up 50%. Now we're back underneath all moving averages. Your 100-week moving average is still downtrending. Your 21, all the moving averages are moving down, right? So you're running the risk here of getting outperformed, right? You're jogging at a 9-minute pace in an Olympic marathon, right? You're going to get passed. Very likely, right? You're stuck here. You can't even find your keys. You're not even in the Civic. We've revoked your Civic keys and given you a toy car, and you're happy with it. Sand is stuck in the sand. I mean, by the chart. That's not my opinion, right? Look at the damn chart. Okay. If you're like still like, it could come back. What? We have to zoom out to get to this peak again. I would go out on a limb and take anyone's bet that sand will not see these prices again. If you want to take my bet, I'm happy to do it. We are still down over 93% from highs. And that's the high close. If you want to go from the ultra highs, I mean, we're a little bit more than that, right? What are you doing? You haven't done anything yet. All right. Clear as mud, clear as sand. All right. All right. Faster moving coins. Get in one. You can save it now. I don't care if you're underwater now, right? Get in a faster moving boat. All right. What else we got? Sweet. Let's do it. All right, what's the time? I gotta keep my eye on my time. I gotta go pick up my daughter here in a minute. I should be good for a little bit longer. All right, let's go. All right, not too bad. Younger coin. You want to be a little bit more lax in younger coins, and just kind of you're holding these for the long time frame. Okay. Not much more. Look at the 50 week has just come into, inception here. Under the 21 week, but again, like I said, right, it's just kind of a throwback to this level, so I don't mind this. It's kind of this zone, right? You see this reteps, breakout. It's a little victim of, the top from Bitcoin. So I like this. I'm all good with that. Let's look at the daily and make sure we're still okay. Still looks okay. I don't see anything major with this. So, shorter, without a lot of history, right? You're just throwing it out till the end of the bull cycle. And you're not really concerned with a whole lot of TA, right? You're just, it's kind of more of a gamble, right? You're not really, right? Hopefully I'm coming across there. Great. Profound. Pepe. Let's do Pepe. I had it on here, but I think I deleted it. It's on here somewhere, but there it is. Okay, Pepe. I mean, Pepe's doing better than most coins. I don't know what this has got to be from zoomed in. Let's just remove all drawings on Pepe. There's no even sense to it. Tag off the 21 week, right? Look at the breakout, right? You don't want to be going under your breakout levels, and Pepe is not. So the meme coins are doing better than half of the ones with great projects, great potentials, right? And look at this high wick and this low wick. High meets low, good sign. Honestly, like as crazy as that is, and as meme coin as this is, this has better structure than many coins. Going into the 3-day, going into the daily, holding the 100, right? So we've looked at a couple coins holding that 100 right there, right? Still okay. Now, doesn't mean it has to bounce immediately, but still, I mean, just looking at these charts that we've been looking at, I mean, you could sell. That's much better than many others. Okay. Cadillac CTS. How about the Blackwing? I like the new Cadillac Blackwings. Have you seen those? Eagle. Let's go look at that. Let's go Binance. If you want a certain exchange, just let me know. All right, Eagle. Ugh. Still back under all moving averages again. Got kind of this double top here, right? And you can call this a double top. Remember, double tops don't confirm at the top. They confirm when a new low is taken out, which happened right here, right? We closed under that. Double top, confirm. Also, probably going to be one of the slower movers. Just because of that. You're underneath all moving averages again. You're, again, right, not too far off of your lows here. You're 70% off of your lows. Not a great sign. Question, can it get back to all-time highs? I would doubt it. Based on that. Let's see. Let's see if the high close is still a 10x, over a 10x away, just to the high close. I mean, you're looking at, rough 13x, over 13x away to get back to all-time highs. No. Based on, not my opinion, just based on this chart. Look at that chart. Double top on the weekly, back under all moving averages, back to where you were in October, kind of reset every gain you made. Think if your coin was back to October prices, whatever your best performer is, right? This would mean fetch is back at like 50 cents. Think about that. So Bitcoin back at like 40K, right? Keep those in mind. If you want, you can go look at, these comparisons to Bitcoin, right? You have Bitcoin pairings. Just put your coins versus Bitcoin. Like, just go look at an example here. I mean, there's not many coins that look better than that against Bitcoin on the weekly. I would maybe say none. I think Fetch is one of the best. We've starred the ones that are the best. We looked at this yesterday in our Telegram group. Render, great against Bitcoin. This is just against Bitcoin. It has nothing to do with fiat. Injective, still back to the throwback level. Look how well Injective hit against Bitcoin back in December. I mean, massive moves against Bitcoin. Solana, still there, above the 21 week. Very impressive. Fetch, I think, is the best. Fetch is way the hell up there. Render, all these four. These are the ones, if you can gain big time against Bitcoin, that's the strong coins. Those are your Ferrari 458s of this cycle. Very likely. The proof is there. It's gaining strong against Bitcoin. That's the only reason you're holding altcoins, is to outperform Bitcoin. If you're not outperforming Bitcoin, which is a lot of coins are not outperforming Bitcoin, why? Why are you holding them? Right? All right, just making a point there. Hopefully most of you know that. But all right, back to requests. All right, what else we got? Rio. All right, go to Rio. You ever been to Rio? I'd like to go to Rio. I haven't been there. I'm going to guess a newer coin because we don't have a ton of exchanges here. Okay, I've never seen that one before. Have you ever seen that? An error to fetch the coin chart? Let's try this one. All right, maybe we get some price action here. So again, a little bit newer of a coin, but looking great. I mean, look at, you're above the weekly EMA 8. Hell yeah. I'll have to look at this one a little bit more. That looks pretty good. I'm gonna start that one. Looks good. 3 day. Let's go look at the daily. Trying to hold the 50. That looks good. I would just focus on the macro, right? That looks on the weekly scale. I mean, damn. If you close under the 21, right, that's a sign of more weakness, but I don't see that now, right? Back-to-back weeks holding the EMA 8. Certainly better looking than most coins. So good on, looks great there. Okay, Starknet. It's got a high market cap already, doesn't it? I feel like a lot of people are predicting high prices for this, but I feel like the market cap is already like pretty high, if I remember right. Yeah, not going to be much use to us here. Again, lower. If you don't have much history, I would kind of just, you're kind of gambling on it paying out down somewhere in this bull market, right? It doesn't look great now, but a lot of newer alts got just obliterated during that fall. So no big deal. I'd watch and just pay attention, right? You wouldn't want to see it get rejected. Like, let's see. Let's zoom in here a little bit more. So I would be watching cautiously for, if we come up here again, or when we do, we're going to come up here. If we reject off of this, that would be a warning. But we shouldn't. I don't, just because it's new, right? This is just kind of a victim of Bitcoin's price action. So, whoops. right there. So swing lows, right? Consolidation before the move up. So if we get up here, we'll probably, hesitate at this initially. But once we're back above like $2 or take out this high, that would be like the rocket zone. Right? I think the sky's clear there. And we could really pick back up again. But yeah, any kind of earlier coin, just like you're just kind of gambling for it to work out in, 6 months from now, a year from now, whatever the top is. So it could still be there, right? No biggie on that one. Let's look at, I guess we'll do Binance contracts. Alrighty. Cass, I don't really like contracts because you got a lot of volatility. Still younger coin, back under the 21 week, but I mean, it's hard to really even do this. I want to actually do a different, let's see if I got a better chart. Let's try this one. It's looking a little better there. There we go. Now we got more history. Okay, so you're back to your 200 week. That's all right. All right, we're under the 200, but we got a little bit of history here. Right, this has got to hold though. Or I would get more concerned. So we got to hold here. You can see all our moving averages, right? It's got to hold this line. It's doing its best. Certainly a little bit slower moving here. Over the past couple of weeks, right? We've just been getting rejected off of any kind of move up. So I'd really like to see. Yeah, this is our next resistance is pretty high though. Let's see where we are from here. So we got to go. We have to have a 30% rally just to kind of get out of the woods here. So maybe a little bit slower here. There's definitely going to be better looking performing coins than this, but it's still got potentials, right? Because when it goes, it can, that's a pretty strong move. So I wouldn't give up on this one just yet, right? The 200, look back here, right before it really started to take off. So I would think this would probably do pretty well when alt season hits, but maybe could lag until alt season hits. So for the next couple of months might just be kind of building back up to this level before you get this kind of move. So maybe might be better off. I don't know where you bought in at, but if you're still in profit, maybe taking some of that out and going into a faster moving coin, then coming back into this after it picks up the pace. Because when it goes, but when it lulls, it really lulls for a while, and we could just be kind of entering kind of something phase like that. Just from my general outlook there. Hope that helps. GRT, let's do that. Whoops, I think I passed it. There it is. All right, GRT back, same vibes as looking at whatever the hell we just looked at. Holding at the 200 week here, or 200 day, excuse me, 200 day, right? Under the moving averages, holding a rejection off the EMA 8, right? We just rejected there. But a lot of coins are kind of just holding the line here. If you're holding and respecting a level, that's certainly over the past couple of days how kind of bearish things got over the past week or so. If you're holding a key level, right, you want to continue to hold that. So I would get a little bit more hesitant if we lose this low wick again, 20 cents. But looking okay so far. Let's go out to the weekly. Right at the 21 week, we're good here, right? That's a good check. I still think you're good. This one looks all right. GRT 236, 70 cents, right? It's been around a little bit longer than some coins, but let's look at this. So it is down a hell of a lot still off these highs, though. That might be a little bit of a concern. It's 90% down still. So, I mean, you're still looking at a 10x just to get to all-time highs, right? I'm on the fence about this one. right? It could go, it could not. So it structurally looks okay, but damn, you're still way the hell down, right? So you need more of these moves, right? We got to hold here. We certainly don't want to go back under, like, let's look at the closing prices here, right? And you draw your support level here. This would be the probably get out zone. If we go in back into there, we got close. But like if you go under that, right? That would be really bad. But so far so good. Holding the 21 week. Hopefully good things still to come. But I think this is also one of the higher market caps, right? Go check that. If it's still under $1 billion or even like 800 million, if it's under that, then I'm good. If it's over $1 billion and still liking like this, I think it's under that. But if it's over $1 billion and you're still kind of down 90%, that might be rough to do, right? But still looking okay structurally. What's up, everybody? Aaron, what's up, buddy? All right, we'll get to some more requests here. Let's get to Matic. I know I got Matic right here. All right, Matic. Now a little bit more concerning here, right? We're at the 200 week and under the 200 week. So by definition, you're a little bit more bearish here, but I mean, it's doing its best to hold. If we close under this, we could be looking at weeks under here. And Matic Bitcoin is actually just broken down. Let me see if I can find this here. Maybe I might not have it. Let's add it. I'll show you this. Always want to, yeah, look at that. So Matic Bitcoin has just put in just week after week after week, past several weeks, putting in new lows against Bitcoin. The next support level, if you can call it that, is way the hell down here. This should be scaring you a little bit, right? 60% loss of value against Bitcoin till our next support level. Right? Many coins look like this against Bitcoin, right? We just looked at the strong ones, right? These aqua ones, these are the best ones. Okay, do a mental snapshot on this one. Look at where we are, and now go look at fetch against Bitcoin. That should be a reality check. Okay, there's the best, one of the worst. You seeing the difference here, right? It's all right. Not trying to piss on you and telling this rain, but damn. Right? So if you're looking terrible against Bitcoin, maybe you should trade some of that to ones that are gaining against Bitcoin and try to, bail yourself out of that hole. If you're in a hole, it's probably best to stop digging. Right? All right, so let's go back to, if you didn't instantly click off after that, we can go back to the Matic chart, right? I mean, even against fiat, it's at the 200 week, right? These are concerns. And even if you don't have Matic, right, these are good lessons. Go put your coin, do the harsh reality check against Bitcoin. All right. So Matic not looking great. Last cycle was great. One of the best performers last cycle for sure. Right? Made a bunch off of Matic last cycle. I mean, look at these moves. I mean, even from just the swing highs, it's like 8,000%. So I had high hopes for Matic again this cycle, but it's not panning out. This was looking okay, but this was where we started to not look okay. Right? Breaking above $1 and then giving it back almost the very next week. Not a good sign. And now we're back to the 200 already. So we're looking at, just over a 4x from here just to get back to highs. Could do that, right? I don't doubt that, but certainly faster moving coins and certainly better moving coins against Bitcoin. All right. What else we got? Matic. Sorry about Matic. I mean, damn. I just feel like I just delivered a death note to someone. SKL. All right. We're down a lot from the highs, but, right, what's the difference? It's like it's structurally still looks okay here. Right, you got your swing lows. You tried to break out a little too early, right? Victim of Bitcoin. But your move back down is key. Like, where did it hold the line? Did it respect the 21 week? Yes. It's even trying to respect the 100 week. Good sign, right? Still okay here. And then, you know, this kind of rounded structure here. Yeah, this still looks great. Still ready to, you know, potentially go on another rip. So I don't know when, right? But it looks like it's still like the structure's there, right? He's still got his engines on and, you know, turbo's warming up. So I like this. You can see the difference, hopefully, on a lot of these coins. So current prices, God, we got a ways to go, though. I got to re-stretch the damn chart. Holy hell. Man, scale really took off last cycle, huh? The high wick is still a 13x away, almost. The high close, right? You're still, you know, almost over an 8x away. Where would we start to really pick up steam? I would guess like somewhere right in here. 30 cents, right? You take like kind of these highs, that swing low there, and then these highs. Like that looks like a pretty good level to where we could start to see some bigger moves again. Holy my God, that's probably one of the bigger moves I've seen in a weekly candle. I mean, what was that move? It was like 300%, probably, maybe more. Over 300% in 1 week? Jesus. That's impressive. All right, so maybe we get some more like that come alt season in the next couple of months. But I think we're still, right, look at that move. That's pretty good. Still 50% move, 60% move. I was in the damn bear market. Good Lord. Yeah, I'd say you're still good on this one. I wouldn't ditch that one yet. That could be the sleeper, the good kind of sleeper. All right, good one there. Flare, Rick, is the first name Rick? I think that's a different Flare. Is that right? All right. Terrible jokes. All right. I get it. All right. Younger coin. Looks like it on this chart. If you got more history, it probably does have more history on. This is on Coinbase, but still looking good on this one. 21 week, right? Do the check. Do the reality check. Are you above or below the 21 week? Does Chase like it or hate it? Is it above or below the 21 week? Right? Those are your still decent coins, in my opinion, right? You can take my opinion with a grain of salt and pepper. Still looks okay, right? Nothing really to see here. If you got more history and you want me to look at anything else, but I mean, it looks all right. Daily charts probably under a lot of these, holding above the 200. Still good. All good here. Just swing low tests. Most coins are there. Looks good to me. Structurally looks great. I would get, I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of structure to build on. I mean, really, you can come way the hell down. This would be the, hopefully we don't go down here, right? Even in the worst case, like, you shouldn't be going below that. Right? Even if you wick down here, that's still okay. 20 cents. So you could even go lower and really structurally be okay. So that's a good one. If you got in anywhere under here, I think you're I don't say hoping free, but you're probably doing pretty good. Quant had so many promises. I don't feel like it's there anymore, but I don't feel like, let's go to that. I think the potentials and the fundamentals are there for Quant, but I feel like the prices aren't reflecting it, right? Yeah, look at that chop. Jesus. Reminds me of my favorite XRP coin. No, this one's like, it's, I mean, damn. Chop City here. I think the last time I looked at Quant was back, I must have been back in here, or we didn't want to lose that level. So to me, this is just looks choppy, right? You want a trending coin. This is not trending anywhere. This is stuck in idle. It keeps revving. Doesn't go anywhere. Just look at the chart, right? Don't take my word for it. I mean, it's shit. It's the same price it was below. 2022 prices. Right, so it's below the 21 week now. Swing lows taken out from January. And I mean, we just took out the lows from October. Again, think of that from some of these coins. We're back up a little bit, but that's a good recovery. But geez, taking out lows from October. Again, we'd be looking at like a 40-cent fetch, 30-cent fetch price, 20-cent fetch price. I think fetch was 20 cents back in here. All right, just looks a little sketchy to me based on that chart. And also look at these highs. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. That's not what you want to see. For the past year, more than a year. Yikes. What else we got? Quant, we just did it. Ajax, we can do that. I think we just looked at the damn chart just briefly. Let's go back up and do Ajax a little bit more. Ajax, again, one of the stronger ones still. All right, right. Just look at the differences in some of these charts. So move back down to the 21 week, the swing high to swing low, the one level, all-time highs, right? A retest of all-time highs and holding. Great sign, right? Here's your fib extensions, the macro and the micro, right? From this peak to the swing lows, swing highs, swing lows, swing highs, right? All these levels will likely get broken. Well, not that it's going to be converted into ASI now, but right, you know, we have to do some whenever that comes out. I think that just got approved like this week, right? Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. Today's Friday. So Tuesday that got approved for the ASI coin. So Fetch Ajax Ocean will merge into that. And then we'll have to do a new chart, or we can, maybe they'll keep these on here. We can kind of go off of that. I don't know how that's going to work. So, but yeah, I still think high hopes for this one, but I don't know if the wrench is going to get, you know, mangled with the new coin. I don't know what to make of that really yet as far as TA goes, right? Sounds bullish overall, but you know, Ajax still looks great structurally. I mean, how many coins are above their weekly 14? Right? This one is. Looks good. My dog huffing and puffing. Can you hear my dog? Got all my dogs around me. I'm trying to get through the chat here. It looks like I'm way behind. Let me scroll down here a little bit. I'll come back up to some requests here. I'm going to have to leave here and pretty soon here. We'll keep doing live streams. I've been doing live streams every Friday for a while, so I'll keep trying to do that. Otherwise, maybe we can, you know, I'd like to get more people, so maybe we'll try a weekend one. Okay, so good question. What relevance do altcoin, Bitcoin charts still have? In the past, you were forced to trade against Bitcoin, direct impact on the chart. So simple answer to that. If your altcoins aren't outperforming Bitcoin, you should just be holding Bitcoin. It's the safest play, right? Usually not going to, you know, get your biggest gains, but if you're losing value against Bitcoin, you could just hold Bitcoin until alt season happens and then flip your Bitcoin to altcoins. And then you'd be doing much better. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, Aaron, we talked about Bitcoin dominance in the beginning of the video, so if you can restart it and go look at that. I talked pretty good about that, but we can go just check on it real quick. Bitcoin dominance, do I think it's going to go higher? Yes, I think it's going to go 58 to 60%, maybe even a little bit higher, right? Why? This is like our swing highs. There's a swing low, swing high, 62, 62, tried to flip to support, right? Our swing lows from 2020. 58%. So I think a minimum tag of 58, but we don't have to, right? Look at this high wick. The high could be in. I just don't foresee that because of this structure. You know, we've been building many months and it just broke out like basically a week or two ago. So I think it's just getting started, at least for the breakout. I think we're in the final stages, but until we get a move back down, alts are, you know, there's no alt season, right? So go back and watch that first part. I go a little bit more in depth of that. And I'm not going to be able to get to all your requests. Let's see, Tesla at a buy and sell point. Let's go look at Tesla real quick. I have it on here. Yeah, you gotta, do you find value in Tesla at 150 bucks? It sounds pretty great, but just took out these swing lows, so that's a little bit more of a concern. See about our indicators. Pretty low, right? Last time we got a little bit lower, right? Look back. I don't think it's quite a buy yet. Or at least it doesn't look like it, but I think earnings are coming up pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken. But we just rejected past several weeks off the EMA 8, so I don't think I'm like chomping at the bit to buy this just yet. Now, long term, 150, I think it'd be great, but we might get like a double retest here, a retest of this low support. Maybe if we go a little bit lower here, I'll go maybe we can get down in, under 130, maybe start to buy a little bit. Certainly buying here, never a terrible idea. I mean, off these local highs of 300, I mean, you're already, look at that discount. You're obviously 50% off there. So I think macro, we're good, but I don't think we're quite there yet for buy sell. Certainly, you don't want to be selling on red candles, right? You're taking profit or selling on the way up, not the way down, right? So if you're considering selling now, I don't think so. But, that's just my opinion. You can do what you want, not financial advice, but I wouldn't be selling here, me personally. I'd be thinking about buying here. As a general rule of thumb, you don't want to be, selling when you're this low. So that's that. All right. I'm going to have to go to get my daughter before she kicks my ass. So I gotta go get her. We'll do more live streams. I'm glad we can get 34 people on here right now. That's pretty cool. Over 100 people have watched so far, so that's one of the better ones. We'll try maybe a weekend one, maybe do a longer one. I just kind of ran out of time here today. Maybe we'll start them earlier, later. Let me know what you think. Would you rather see these on the weekends? I can do them occasionally on the weekends, but the family, we like to do stuff. But I'm all for whatever y'all want. I mean, if we can get a couple hundred people on here on the weekends, it'd be worth it. Hopefully you found this somewhat helpful. Thank you all for being here. We'll try to keep doing these at least once a week. If I can pick up to having over 100 people watching at a time, I think I would do them much more. I'd rather do these because I feel like it can help more people than just do videos. But I mean, if nobody watches, it almost seems more valuable to just put out videos and you can watch them anytime. But you can watch these live streams too if you didn't know that. So I'll put these public so you can watch this back if you want. Watch the beginning of the video. Talk a lot about Bitcoin dominance, altcoin dominance, and when that will likely, what the signs we're looking for that. You can join our Telegram group, either public or private. Obviously, do more content in the private one. Join through Patreon. A lot of extra content. If I can make you, the money for the price of admission, right? If it's worth it, you stay. If it's not, and you don't find the value, you can just drop off. No hard feelings. Thanks all. Appreciate y'all being here. I'll see you on the next one. Look for more videos in the days and weeks ahead. We'll watch for the halving, see what that does. Bitcoin on a little bit of a rally. And we'll see where it goes. So just watch for the weekly close of Bitcoin above the weekly EMA 8, and you got to remain bullish. So I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate y'all.